gym. Just try a little bit. It's a video to myself, a video to the people out there, where maybe sometimes you're going to be faced with such a seemingly unsolvable problem. It's a challenge that just towers over your entire composure, that it makes you cower in fear at the absolute frightening height of this wall. You can't penetrate it, you can't mine through it, you can't destroy it by any means, you can't leave a scratch. It just seems like that. But I want to say this is one of the greatest psychological barriers of man. Just try a little bit. And what I want to say in this video, what I mean about this, is how do you overcome any difficulty, and is there any problem that's actually unsolvable? Because I think a very misconception that a lot of people have is when they think about starting a new habit, for example, like maybe they want to start going to the gym, maybe start doing some diet, some weight loss. And at the time I was like this, right? And I tried it a little bit, but after a little bit of failure, which is completely normal, by the way, when you start anything, you fail. You're supposed to fail to succeed. I would back off. I would say, oh fuck, yeah, this isn't for me. I'll just stay fat for another year. And it just kept going on for summers and summers until life really slapped me hard when I was rejected from the marching band, right? I said this many times in other videos, but that was my biggest pivot point. But now I want to say in this video that you can really just solve any problem if you just try. Because such a large task, something so life-changing such as losing 150 pounds of fat, it's not exactly, it seems like such a large task. They think about the number, people, when they haven't done any significant weight loss of their own, and they're like, oh well, how the fuck, that just sounds impossible. Because people oftentimes have a mental barrier, a misconception. I used to have this a lot too whenever I would try to do anything, and you think that the problem is so damn hard. Like I remember in engineering school, sometimes I would have these tests or projects, I would have to make a circuit at home or solve some crazy fucking mechanical problem, and I was like, yeah, this is fucking crazy hard, and my brain would essentially refuse to solve the problem because I was believing it to be this problem that is so damn difficult. But oftentimes, if you just try a little bit, just try the problem. Ask yourself, what is the first step? Okay, here's the problem of the engineering. Okay, well, what is the problem in the first place, right? Because you can't have a solution if you don't have a problem. So you look at the problem, oh, well, this free body diagram is connected by 2 tensile ropes, and then there's the kinetic friction equals 0.6 or some shit. Like, you look at the boundary conditions, you look at the problem, just try a little bit. Like, you don't have to eat the whole fucking frog all at once. Just take a little bit of a bite. Just take a little chew. Like, when you eat a steak, you don't eat the whole steak in one bite. You take multiple cuts of the steak and you bite it one by one, chew it many times before you swallow. But people, when they look at any significant problem, an engineering problem, a math problem, or even their own health problems, they look at it and they're like, oh, I can't fucking do that. But they'll happily eat the steak. Like, it's the similar thing where you just have to try a little bit. And once by once, when you take it by chunk, your brain gets adjusted to the new baseline, and you realize, oh wait, this problem, I am now having a little bit of progress. Even though it might not seem like you're making progress because you haven't solved the problem yet, don't worry, mentally you're taking it because you essentially contextualize yourself in that problem, and you will essentially be able to have bursts of progress. Even though I think this progress, it's linear overall. However, the progress that you actually make on a lot of problems in terms of real results are step functions, basically, where they go up all at once and then stagnate, go up all at once, stagnate. It's like a similar thing of investing or a lot of other long-term goals. But when it comes to any difficult problem, just try a little bit. Just try a little bit. You know, you can always say to yourself afterwards or before you solve the problem, okay, well, I'll try it a little bit. I'll try step 1. I'll try to complete 5% of this problem. And if it doesn't work, then I'll stop right there. And a lot of people, they'll never do that because they don't even realize that's a path they can take. They think that they have to solve the problem in one fucking step. Oftentimes, a lot of problems in life are multi-step problems. They have a lot of steps to it. You have to try to tackle it and you realize, oh wait, my approach doesn't work. And then your brain registers that approach did not work, so you look for another approach. But the thing is that there's an infinite amount of problems, but there's a finite amount of solutions, is how I would look at it. Like in terms of finite amount of solutions that are actually practical to solve the problem. That's my opinion on it. It's similar in engineering school where there's a lot of problems, but there's finite solutions for each one. Maybe this is not the truth of the universe, but it's how I'm looking at it right now. But as long as you just try a little bit, you're going to whack the moles one by one until eventually you're left with the last answer. And just try that one. If it works, it does work. It doesn't work. If it works, it works, right? But yeah, this kind of a small rant here. Just wanted to talk about, just try a little bit. If you have any crazy fucking problem, like even if you wanted to start a new hobby, a new habit, but it seems that it's such a towering force over your whole shadow that you think you have to be the G the next fucking day. No, just cover the bases first. Just try a little bit. Eat the steak chunk by chunk. You don't eat the whole steak in one fucking bite. You cut each part of the steak into little ribbons of meat. You eat it and you chew maybe 50 times and then you swallow it. It's the same thing if any fucking problem, man. Just handle it like a steak. So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm saying in this video. Just try a little bit. Just try. Okay, I'll see you guys.